this that new shit. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count.
Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Chicago Bears. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They are led by their quarterback from the University of Hawaii, a former 7th-round pick. It's Cole McDonald.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were a bit good-naturedly, but they're letting him know you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. They'll run on first down. It's Pearson. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
On second down now, it's Pearson. And they take it. Third down coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's McDonald. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
Carry for the running back.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
To throw on second down. McDonald, blitz coming, and down he goes. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, McDonald. And that is incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
The tackle made.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
1st down, Cardinals.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd and 7, Murray on the slant, complete to Hopkins. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now from Murray. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
And the Cardinals.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Murray again. This is Drake. And he stopped immediately there. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, McDonald with a hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
First, a little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, Pearson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the gun, McDonald. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
19-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, it's Pearson, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third down, it's Pearson, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. Chicago. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run.
Eddie Pinheiro kicked off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, Drake. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Breaks the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 2nd.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
We can't have that.
Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a draw play with Drake. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Murray to air it out again. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Passer defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Step, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 20.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Pearson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, McDonald. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, this is caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10. at their own 28-yard.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time you had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up second down.
It's now second down and 20.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the gun, McDonald. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Check three. Check.
The final shot, but nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. So we have reached halftime with an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So here are the Cardinals to take over. Remember, right now they are on a 6-game losing streak, trying to snap that. And a good sign is they've got the lead in the football. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 43 yards.
First down.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
On first and 10, here's Murray. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson.
Murray's pass complete to Cordero Patterson.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And it's third and short. In need of a conversion on third down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They run with Patterson. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Murray now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
The ball carried by number 34. Tackle made at the 9-yard.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Running the sweep, Hilton with it. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's now ready to trust his guys to do the right thing. And as a
block by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown.
At their own 26.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing on first down. McDonald, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. From the gun on third down. McDonald, he'll have a first down past the 40. Open man is Miller. He's got it.
That's good.
As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Gain of 9 brings up second and a yard at the 40.
Looking to throw on second down. McDonald. And that'll be incomplete.
McDonald
took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Third down.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
On first and 10, McDonald, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, second and 10. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
10 at the 15.
Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys and plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figured.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Eddie Pinheiro.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense.
He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people. No errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've got their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
On the return is Cohen. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
47.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 1st down, McDonald throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw again, McDonald. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Pearson. 3-yard. It's on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cardinals.
2nd down and 7. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 7. From the gun, McDonald. He completes this into the hands of Miller. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Number 81.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
That's good.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Operating from the gun, McDonald.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Simmons there defensively.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, McDonald. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard.
The football going back over to Arizona now. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket, of course, into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted by the Cardinals.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Counter play, Drake. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cardinals on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Murray. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards.
That'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down now, it's Patterson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
Complete to number 10.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you 2 scores down, you take
rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
They'll take over.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
16-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Murray. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for 1 more first down to help salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
38. Bears.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, McDonald. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Throwing on 1st down, McDonald.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Don't do us like that.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. They'll keep it on the ground. Pearson. And this is going to come up well short as they... Little time remaining, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So